Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Elsa Januariska, student from English Education Study Program. I'm going to deliver my presentation about interlanguage from Larry's Linker. Here the introduction. Understanding second language learning requires clear theoretical foundation that guide what counts as relevant data. A key distinction exists between teaching, which focuses on instructional method, and learning, which focuses on the learner's internal process and meaningful attempts to use the language. From the learning perspective, only behavior reflecting real communication rather than drills or artificial tasks offer valuable insight into the psycholinguistic process involved in acquiring a second language. And then here, interlanguage and latent structures. The process of second language learning involves a latent psychological structure in the brain, distinct from universal grammar, which is activated whenever a learners attempt meaningful communication. Psychologically relevant data include the learner's IL utterances, their native language utterances, and target language utterances from native speakers. Central process influencing IL include language transfer, transfer of training, learning strategies, communication strategies, and overgeneralization of TL materials. Fossilization. Another key concept is fossilization, a mechanism in the latent psychological structure. Fossilizable linguistic features, rules, item, or subsystem tend to persist in a learner's interlanguage. Regardless of age, instruction, or effort, these features often reappear in IL performance under stress, distraction, or even relaxation, showing that deviations from the target language are not random but reflect stable IL norms. Explaining these regular re-emergencies is essential for any theory of second language learning. There are 5 central processes. The first, language transfers. The second, transfer of training. Strategies of second language learning. Strategies of communication. And overgeneralization of TL rules. From language transfer is influence of the learner's native language on IL. And transfer of training, effect of instructional method and drills. The third, strategies of second language learning, approaches learners adopt to understand and produce the TL. The fourth, strategies of communication, is methods used to convey meaning effectively, sometimes amplifying or altering TL form. And last, applying TL rule too broadly. Example, what did he intended to say? Okay, here problems with this perspective. Exploring fossilization and interlanguage in second language learning. A central focus in a second language learning is the study of fossilizable structures in interlanguage, linguistic items, rule, and subsystem that persist in learners' IL even under stress, shifting attention, or exposure to new material. The structure reveal that psycholinguistic mechanism stored in a latent psychological structure remain active in the brain and are influenced by processes such as language transfer, transfer of training, learning strategies, communication strategies, and overgeneralization of target language rules. There are 9 assumptions for research into second language learning or psycholinguistic perspective. The first, relevant data. The second, Use of theoretical constructs. The third, latent psychological structures. The fourth, fossilization mechanism. The fifth, surface in structure as prediction. Sixth, interlingual identification. Seventh, individual differences. Eighth, psychology versus linguistic. And the last, experimental implication. Okay, enough. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.